back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go? Here's Byron Buxton.
Tonight, center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
And we're underway here in the home opener. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Strider measures 6 feet even, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Batting second, first baseman, Nick Kurtz.
Check swing went around. That's strike one.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson. You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a 2-bagger. 1 out, runner at second. Brent Rooker will hit next. Swing and a miss as he was late.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. Nicely done for the out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Kurtz stands at second with 2 gone. Next one is off the plate, and it's 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2. That one missed. In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Into the outfield, base hit. Runner around third. He will score, and the A's have moved out in front.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
That's a base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. First and second, 2 outs. Jacob Wilson getting ready to hit. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 2 on, 2 outs. Should be extra bases. Langoliers coming home. And that is that. Back at Truist Park. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Jeffrey Springs. What do we have on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Acuna Jr.
Oh, here's a player who hits the ball a mile when he connects. In fact, Acuna is the first player in the StatCast era to hit 10 straight home runs, all traveling more than 420 feet. He's not exactly just clearing the fences out there.
Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Just missed. Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1. Outside corner, there's a strike. And now 2-2.
Low.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Pitch misses, and a full count now. Hard hit, right side. Gets it to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Atlanta, stepping in, Lawrence Butler.
Right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throw on to Olson. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting ninth, third baseman, Carlos Cortez.
Well struck right field. And that one is off the top of the wall. Cut off, throw to second, but he's in there easily.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Base hit! Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now pitching for the
Runners at the
Braves.
corners, 1 away.
Number
Here at the top of the
45.
second. Tyler Kinley on the pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Effect.
2 aboard, 2
Up
outs.
next for the A's,
Now here is
left fielder,
Tyler Soderstrom. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. And that's a base hit. Here comes Buxton flying around third. The run comes in to score from second, and they're up by 3.
He was all over that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Off the mark there. Ball 1. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. Bottom of the second. Now in for the Braves, Drake Baldwin. First pitch swinging, and it's a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, they're on.
That one almost got him. Hey! Baldwin on at first, nobody out.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Swings through it for the K, and the runner stays where he is. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. High fly ball, right field. He's got it. 2 down. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. That is the inning. Back in Atlanta Truist Park, here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. Into the planter, out in center. Home run. Hit on the ground to short. Dubon. And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first. Man at first, nobody out. And the batter now, Lawrence Butler. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. They get 1 and 2. What a play. A double and a run scored his first time up.
Carlos Cortez.
Hey! Now there's a bullet down the line. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. That's a ball. That's down. That's a ball. Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. And first offering is fouled off. That one ripped but foul. And the 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Albies. They limit the damage here. Set for the bottom of the third. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon.
Dubon.
Check swing, but he went too far. 0-1. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Butler on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's Acuna now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
That's a ball.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Soderstrom on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away. Foul ball. The 0-1.
That missed. That's a ball.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
High fly ball out to left field. And that will end the inning. Start of the 4th. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. No question about this one. It's out of here. He circles the bases.
You know, these A's doing a good job. At the plate with runners on base.
New pitcher now, Daysbel Hernandez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
One of the most frustrating things for an offense is leaving runners on base. So the big hits they've gotten in this one have made a very happy group of hitters down there.
Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Check swing called strike. And that's strike 1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Hernandez, 29 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the A's, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
Just
no, that's
missed.
outside. Ball.
Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Here's the tag, and he's out. Inning over. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
off
4.
for the
Now in
Braves,
for the Braves,
third
Austin
baseman,
Riley.
Austin Riley.
Well, every
No,
pitcher
that's
wants
down.
run
Ball.
support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much
Ball,
finesse
out.
go after hitters, and get quick outs. You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs, can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Next pitch in for a strike. Full count now. Swing and a ground
That
ball.
ball's foul.
And that's just foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. That one ripped left field. That's going back. Back some more. And that one is off the wall. Here's the throw. And that's a leadoff double. Fought off foul. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Base hit center field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. So here's Murphy now. He's 0 for 1. And that's
ball.
Downstairs and outside. Murphy checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Ball, that's down.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And a swing and a miss. And that'll load
Ball
the
4,
bases.
take your base.
Up next for the second
So the
baseman,
closer summoned from the bullpen,
Alvey.
Justin Sterner.
Now
Well,
pitching
no
for the
margin
A's,
for error in terms of
number
throwing
60,
strikes with the bases
Justin
loaded.
Sterner.
Just has to execute
No,
one
that's
pitch at a
out.
time to try to get out of this. The opportunity for a huge inning exists right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. But as a hitter, can't be over anxious. That pitcher's up against the wall. Make him come to you. Boog, in
Nope,
situations
ball.
like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swings through that. Not close with that one, and the count's full. On the ground, 2 ball. Over to second for 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing. Michael Harris
Up
the
next
second.
for the
Next up for the
Braves,
Braves.
center fielder Michael Harris the second.
On the ground, right side, McNeil sends it to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back at Truist
Leading
Park,
off
we
for
go to
the
the top
A's,
of the 5th.
shortstop,
Jacob Wilson digs in now.
You know, these athletics, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 10 hits over 90 miles per hour in this game. It's kind of turning into BP down there.
Base hit, and the leadoff man aboard. Slider right there.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that's going to get into the corner. This looks like extra bases. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Cortez swings through it for strike 1. Outside low. And 1-1. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Base hit. 1 run in already. Another comes in to score. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. Just missed. And that one fouled off.
Well, that 2-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Makes the catch. 1 down. 1 out, man at first. And now it's going to be Nick Kurtz. On a line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He's in there.
He's safe.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. 1 down. Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. Check swing. He held up. And that is ball 1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Breaking ball inside. Ball 2. Brings it in. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
This one in the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Yeah.
One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
Here's Acuna, not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Popped up. Cortez settles under this one. Out number 2.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Austin Riley, 1 for 2.
Ball.
Good spot for the
That's
hitter.
up.
Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And another ball.
That's in.
And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. That is the inning.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
An 11-1 final. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.